start with your name and the date. Today we are doing 1.3, Write Expressions. Our essential question today: how do you translate verbal phrases into expressions? We have vocabulary today. Verbal model will be our first one. Describes a real-world situation. Using words as labels. And using math symbols to relate the words. Then we have rate, which is a fraction that compares two quantities measured in different units. And then we have unit rate. This is the rate in which the denominator is 1 unit. Those are our vocabulary words today. Writing expressions is truly translating. Translating from verbal, which is words, into numbers and math symbols. What you have to do is read the words and translate them, change them into numbers and symbols. Example 1. 4 less than the quantity six times a number n. What you're going to have to do, like I said, is read the words. You have 4. That's kind of makes sense. It's a number. less than. This time we're not talking about an inequality symbol. We're talking about adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing. In this case, this is subtraction, but it's reverse order. So the 4 is going to go to the end, and this part is going to go to the beginning. Here's a big word, quantity. When you see the word quantity, you need to think about a set of parentheses. Now in this case we might not use it because we're going to be multiplying 6 times n. This has to come first. So that's multiplication. I can just write 6n this is subtraction, 4. And that's translating from words, from a verbal model, into math, numbers and symbols. Let's do another one. Another time that you might want to be aware of the possibility of needing to use parentheses is when you have a word like sum. That means the answer to one of our operations. We have 3 times the sum of 7 and a number y. So 3 times 7 plus y. This ability of translating from words into math is really important when you have your story problems. For instance, example 3. A piece of ribbon L feet long is cut from a ribbon eight feet long. Write an expression for the length of the remaining piece. A lot of times what I like to do here is draw a picture. Now, I am not Michelangelo, so my pictures aren't always pretty. Doesn't matter. If I understand it, that's all that matters. So I have this piece of ribbon. And I'm going to cut a piece that is L feet long from my 8-foot piece. So I'm going to take this part away. And I want to know, what is this length? This isn't hard to do because you want to do 8, the total length, 8 minus what you cut off. And there's your expression. That's the remaining piece. That is what this would be here. 8 minus out. Example 4. Car travels 110 miles in 2 hours. Find the unit rate. Well, we did 110 miles in 2 hours. Well, in 1 hour, I will have done half that distance, so half of 110 is 55. So there is our unit rate. Time for our quick check today. Okay. Translate the phrase. We could also do this one. Check problems for tomorrow. Remember, I'll need to see them as you come into the classroom.